So, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Mm-hmm. Right. And how's your English practice going on?
It has also been wonderful.
Wonderful. That's really good to know. So, what are you doing right now with regards to English practice? Are you reading something, something else? What exactly are
Hmm.
you doing?
In order to refine my methods or my communication skills, I
Mm-hmm.
always go for speaking, or if I have time, I love reading. So that's
Right.
how how I feel that I'm able to enrich my communication skills.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So, what are you reading right now?
Hmm. I usually love reading a newspaper.
Okay. And any book or anything that you sometimes like to read?
Books I do not prefer much, but
Mm-hmm.
I always go with a newspaper.
Right. Okay. All right. And what else? Are you watching something or engaging some other forms of English content?
Yes, I also love watching videos based on grammar.
Okay. That's
Hmm.
that's very good. All right. Okay. As of now, is there any doubt or confusion that has come into your mind when it comes to speaking in English?
So when it comes to speaking, and I'm really good to go with this, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any doubts. I'm
Right.
okay. Yes.
That's lovely to hear. Okay. All right. With that, we would be starting with our, session today and our activities and everything that we do generally.
Right.
But you know that we have a pretty interesting topic as well today, human versus machine. So we are
Hmm.
also going to go to that in the last, 7, 8 minutes. But before
Hmm.
that, we are going to start with some activities. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So the first activity that we're going to do is a storytelling activity. Okay. Now, what is the
Hmm.
storytelling activity? It's a picture composition basically. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and after
Yeah.
you look at the pictures, I'll give you 2 minutes to weave a story or a narrative from the pictures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to tell me the story like you would tell a story to anyone at all with a title and a moral if possible. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Let me share my screen and first show you the pictures, then it would become clearer. Just give me a moment. Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, as you can see, there are four picture panels: number one, number two, number three, and number four. Some things are
Mm.
happening in all the picture panels. I'm not going to tell you what in any which way. You just need to interpret them in your way. There is no correct or incorrect way at all. You make a story out of
Mm.
it in around 2 3 minutes. I'll give you some preparatory time and then you tell me
Mm.
what is going on. Okay.
Okay.
But remember, you have to give me,
Title
title
for the.
and a moral.
Mm.
Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, take your time. And once you're ready, you can let me know. Your 3 minutes start from now.
Mm. Okay, I'm good to go with, and I'm all set to start.
Oh, that's very good. All right. So,
Mm.
first tell me what is the, title of the story?
Title, I would say, yeah, careful.
Be careful. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Be
All right.
careful. Mm.
So, yeah, you can start with the story then.
Okay, so what I understand by this story is there is
Hmm.
a girl and she has a cradle, if I pronounce it correctly or if I mean
Yes.
correctly. So she
Yeah.
has a cradle with her, and the road
Hmm.
she is going on, she is not very aware that what can happen next. So she is okay and she is going, she is engaged with the cradle, and
Hmm.
all of a sudden she encountered a road that is not flat, it is a
Hmm.
bit slippery,
Hmm.
and she loses the control of that cradle,
Hmm.
and she is panicked, she doesn't know what to do, and that's how she lost the control on that panel and that panel goes a bit far.
Hmm.
And I think she is taking a kid in that cradle, and
Hmm.
she is not matured, she doesn't know what can be next, or it can be detrimental if she doesn't hold it properly. I think
Hmm.
after some time an elder person comes and that person holds it back, and that's how the cradle stops.
Hmm. Right.
And what I understand is that whatever we do, we should always do under the guidance of our elders.
Hmm.
They know
Hmm.
how we can do things, and they know that okay, this can be easy for you or not. I think the
Hmm.
girl who took it was not her cup of tea to take cradle with her, but she did it, and
Hmm.
she made a mistake, and there was a trouble with it.
Right, right. Okay, okay, I understand. Completely fine. Okay, then. Just one, like one thing that I would like to kind of correct is that
Mm.
this particular thing is not called a cradle, it's called a stroller. Okay,
All right.
cradle is like the cot thing in which babies sleep. So they are not exactly used to take them out for a walk. Okay,
Okay.
all right, this
Yes.
is called a stroller, but otherwise, all fine. Could you give me a moral to this story?
Okay, so moral, as I said, that whatever we do, we should do under the guidance of our elders.
Okay,
If we
that would be
do
a
that, yes,
hmm.
this is what I understand.
Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, thank you so much. I'll stop sharing on that account. Good
Mm.
job, very nice. Now that was the first activity. Now for the next activity, we have something called conditional questions. Do you know what conditional
Mm.
questions are?
Yes, I do. Conditional sentences have their result with it, and they
Mm-hmm.
usually begin with if clause.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes,
And
absolutely.
one
If
is
clause.
if clause, and the another one is the main clause. And
Hmm.
we make
Yes.
sure if clause we should not use will or
Hmm.
would.
Hmm.
In main
Hmm.
clause, we can use will or would. The second
Hmm.
thing, we should always be conscientious. That is, that whenever we form sentences, whenever we make conditional sentences,
Hmm.
we'd never ever use so and then.
Right.
If we
Right.
think
Okay. Hmm.
it comes, and they can come like interchangeably. And there
Hmm.
are four types of conditionals: zero,
Hmm.
1, 2, 3. And we
Hmm.
often use first conditional. I do use first conditional and second conditional very much.
Hmm. Hmm. Right, I understand. Okay, yes, you are completely right. It's more like of a hypothetical situation. Things that
Mm.
don't. Sometimes we ask questions that don't generally happen in real life or will not generally
Right.
happen in real life. But you just
Mm.
have to make up your ideas and tell me something about what you would do if you are in a similar
Mm.
situation. Right?
Yes, right.
So yeah. So my first conditional question would to you would be if
Mm.
you could have dinner, there are two parts to this question. If you could have dinner with any fictional character from a book
Mm.
or from a movie, who would
Mm.
you like it to be and why? And number two, if you could have dinner with any real person, like a celebrity or someone well known, who would you
Mm.
like to have dinner with and why? So, two parts.
Mm.
So,
So
yeah.
if I got a chance, shall I begin?
Yeah, this is not something we have done before, right?
Right, right. We haven't.
Okay, 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 okay. So you can go
Mm.
ahead. Yes. Hmm.
Mm. So if I choose the person from a fictional story, I
Hmm.
would say I would go with Shaktiman,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I would like to have dinner with him.
Hmm.
I would like to spend most of my time with him. I would be inquisitive. I would
Right.
ask a large number of questions from him,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
would like to borrow his dress for one day, and I would
Okay.
like to do the same he did in TV serials.
Hmm. Hmm.
And with the help of his dress, I feel I would be able to do justice. I would be able to help the less fortunate.
Hmm.
And yes, I would help everyone if they are in need of help. I would do
Right.
this, and I would
Hmm.
be asking so many questions, and I would welcome that person. I would try to speak with that person in English. I would
Hmm.
tell that person about my struggle, how challenging how challenging my life is, and what
Hmm.
I have done to come to this level, and how
Hmm.
much
Hmm.
I adore that person. I'll tell everything. I'll
Hmm.
welcome that person with open arm. I would like that person to stay my home. I would do various things with that person.
Right. Okay. That sounds lovely. All right, thank you so much. Okay, now tell me, if you could change any one thing about yourself, what would you like to change and why?
Hmm. I would like to change my behavior.
Mm-hmm,
That I'm
mm-hmm,
an emotional person, and I think it's not good to be an emotional person for me.
hmm,
In every situation, I'm not able to hold my tears back. When I watch any scene which is very emotional, that
hmm.
point of time I'm full of tears. So this is
Okay.
one thing I really want to change in myself.
Absolutely. Okay, good. Now, another question would be, if you could go back in history and change any one event in history, what would you
Hmm.
like to change, and how do you think that would impact the present?
Hmm. I don't know about others. I would happily change one thing from the past for
Hmm.
myself,
Hmm.
that I should not have taken the decision of being an engineer.
Okay. Why do you
This
think so?
I I have said it because I don't like when people call me an engineer. I spent a lot of money to be an engineer, and
Hmm.
my profession is completely different. And I
Different.
was
Right.
never ever interested in that. I did
Hmm.
waste almost 4 years of mine.
Hmm. Hmm.
If I use those 4 years in something else, or if I focused on English, or if I prepared for government exams, I would
Hmm.
have been a different person. I would have been well settled. So this
Right.
what I would like to change in myself or from the past.
Right. Okay, okay, right. And now tell me, if you could have any job in the world, what would you like to have and why?
Mm. So the job that currently I have, I am more than happy to have it, and
Mm-hmm.
I would always like to be a teacher, and I would
Oh,
always like to teach English.
mm-hmm. Right, that's very sweet. And my last question would be, if you could learn any language right now, instantly, with the click of a finger, which
Hmm.
language would you like to learn and why?
Okay, so I would like to be a deft speaker of English.
Okay, okay.
And if I give you the reasons, there are
Mm-hmm.
multitudinous reasons to be fluent in English or to learn
Hmm.
this language.
Right.
I think English has become an integral part of everyone's life. It
Mm-hmm.
plays a significant role. When you know
Right.
this language, your
Hmm.
life does become very easy.
Hmm,
You
hmm,
can
hmm.
go any part of the world, you can do anything. And I think if you want to run a business,
Yeah.
most of the deals are dealt in English.
Right. Right.
And it
Okay.
also improves. And if I'm allowed to add 2 or 3 points, it also improves your personality.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak English, somewhere you can intimidate people, and they feel, okay, this person must be highly educated, and you
Right.
can easily put across your thought, your ideas, and anything.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right. Right. Okay. Understood completely. Thank you so much. Those were some lovely answers, and those were the questions that I had for you from the conditional questions round. But now I will go just directly to the topic, and we are going to talk a little bit about human versus machines. Okay.
Mm,
So,
mm.
first, tell me, when you hear this topic, human versus machines, what comes into your mind?
Okay, so whenever I think of machines,
Hmm.
I know that machines are always run by us.
Hmm.
Machines are there to make our life cozy. And
Right.
machine, I think, has a certain life, that
Mm-hmm.
after a certain period of time, every machine will be out of order. This is what I feel. And every
Mm-hmm.
machine needs a lot of maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right. And why do you think this human versus machine comes? Like, why does this come into being?
Human versus machine.
Yeah.
I think we are living in a developing country. Every
Hmm.
time we want to evolve things, and in order to be considered as a developed country, we need
Hmm.
to have machine. And
Hmm.
I feel a machine can do the work of 50 people, 100 people, where 100 people cannot do.
Hmm.
Machines are always very smart.
Hmm.
This
Right.
is what I what I feel. And
Right.
machines are the core part of technology.
Hmm.
If we are well versed in technology, we can make
Hmm.
the wisest, the finest machines, and that's
Right.
how we can do things very quickly. If I think of a machine, I think we can do things at ease. It is going
Hmm.
to save our time. It is going also going to cut down the work of a large number of people.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Okay. Understood completely. Okay. Now tell me that do you think has the advent of machines reduced job opportunities?
Yes, it has, and
Mm-hmm.
somewhere it is good too. As
Mm-hmm.
as I said initially, we always need to come up with different ideas, with
Mm-hmm.
innovative ideas. If we do
Mm-hmm.
not invent machines,
Hmm.
we we wouldn't be modern.
Right.
Modernization is there. So in order
Mm-hmm.
to be advanced, we need to have machines. And it is needless to say they do recede the jobs of a large number of people, of so many people. But they
Hmm.
also somewhere they also give some work to others.
Hmm. Right. Okay. And how do you think it has revolutionized human life?
Hmm. Everything is so convenient because of machines, because of technology. Talking about science,
Yeah.
we can easily predict what is going to happen next because of the
Hmm.
machines, because of the technology. If I am a seller of something, if I am a fruit vendor,
Hmm.
if I'm able to use my mobile phone, from there I can know what is going to be the weather tomorrow. If it
Hmm.
is going to rain, I will not go for my work. I would not, if I'm selling chole bhature, so I will not make much,
Hmm.
because I know tomorrow it's going to rain. That's how I feel. It's very convenient, and because of machine, because of technology, we
Yeah.
have easily reached space,
Right. Right.
and we
So you.
have
Yeah.
achieved,
Hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
And we have fully accomplished various things. And I think India is also known in the world because of technology, or because of the machines we have invented.
Mm-hmm. Right, absolutely. So you said that machines have made our lives more convenient. Do you think this convenience has also made mankind lazier in certain ways? Has technology made us lazier?
Yes, I could not agree more with this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think there are always two sides to every question.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
something is going to give you benefits, somewhere it will also be harmful for you.
Right. Right.
And depending on the use, that how we use it, and dependency shouldn't be there. If we
Mm-hmm.
completely rely on something, so somewhere we don't use our own body. If I know
Mm-hmm.
I have a refrigerator, I
Hmm.
would never
Hmm.
ever drink normal water or water from a pitcher. I will be
Hmm.
addicted to it. So we should not be addicted to things very much. Somewhere we should have our self control. Okay, what if I do not get the water from refrigerator? I also need
Mm-hmm.
to get water, normal water I can manage with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. And my last question would be: do you think the advent of technology has increased health issues in man somehow?
Mhm. Yes, it has a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the towers, we have towers everywhere.
Hmm.
And I think it releases some hazardous waves.
Hmm.
And because of that, some inborn children have so many diseases. They have inborn diseases
Hmm.
like diabetic,
Hmm.
and I guess every second person is diabetic
Hmm. Right.
because of the high use of technology.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Okay. All right, so those were the questions that I had for you today. Very, very good answers. Good job. I don't really have a lot of suggestions to give to you because obviously you're good at the language. You're a teacher yourself as well, and know how to articulate your thoughts well, how to express yourself well. So apart from the cradle bit that I think explained earlier, there is nothing else that I
Right.
would like to add. But if you have any question, you can definitely ask me.
No, if you have any feedback, I'll be open to getting the feedback, because I really need to work on my feedback too. If you find
Yeah.
anything any
No, I
grammatical
think, like I said, that you articulate your thoughts really well, and
Mhm.
like the words that you use, expressions, everything is pretty good for you. What I would say is maybe you can use hand gestures a little more. I know
But
that
the problem
you're
is I am
using,
holding
yeah,
this.
phone.
Right.
Yes. That's why I did not mention it before because I thought that that might be a restriction. But
Yes,
in
this
case
one
if
is
you
there.
don't use it, that can be a suggestion that I give to you.
Yes,
But
I'll
otherwise,
surely
I
watch.
don't think, yeah, I don't think there's a lot that I need to tell you right now because you're good at this. You know how to express yourself. But keep on practicing. Maybe one
Right.
day or the other, you will find something, you'll learn something new. You can,
Right.
kind of engage with those later on. Okay.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you.
Anything else?
No, this is what I wanted to know, and I always
Okay.
enjoy taking sessions with you.
Thank you so much. So do I, and hopefully we'll meet again soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you so much. Bye
Bye.
bye. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.